Okay, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Kenny B. Yeah, you didn't put up the what's in.
It is up.
Oh, it is.
That's your camera. You didn't connect to the VR.
It's not. It's not up there yet. It's that wire, bro.
All right, just running with the regular. Tilt your damn. Fuck.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We in the game.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here with Bandana the Ragg.
Hey,
Bandana the Ragg, man. I've been seeing him doing some justice in these streets, man. By going around talking about the issues, trying to address the issues with things, man. But I wanted to have him on here so we can actually hear from his own words, man. First of all, let's talk about gasoline TV. What's all that about?
you know what? I said before, brief. First it was just my page, right? Bandana the Rag. Because I do music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Did documentary film type stuff. So it was about that. But being from Compton and seeing how the music industry works, coming from my era of rap, you feel what I'm saying? It skipped a whole generation. You feel what I'm saying? The rap game skipped my generation. You feel what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle was able to clamp on, and you see he had to do it by himself.
Right.
You see what he went through to create that dynasty that he created. So I watched a whole generation. It's a whole bunch of cats out of my city in LA and Watts, and you feel me? We done did Concrete Hill documentaries and all kind of stuff, rapping and trying to get exposure. And I said, you know what? That we don't help each other down here. The Bay Area put me on basically Sacramento, Black Market Records, right? So what I said is, like Game went out there, Daz Dillinger went out there when things didn't go right with Death Row, and they put them on. So when I went out there and they put me on, I said, you know what? I want to create a lane and give exposure to talent. And I want to pay homage to that Bay Area. I really like to pay homage first from them because they reached out and always looked out for us. And a lot of the business didn't go well because we didn't know the business like they know it down there. But they still gave us the opportunity to be heard. And if it wasn't for JT, the bigger figure, it wouldn't be no Game with Dr. Dre. If it wasn't for no Black Market, it wouldn't be no Bandana. If it wasn't for no Black Market, when Daz and Big A went down there, it wouldn't have happened. You feel me? Long Beach to Fillmore. So I wanted to create a lane and tell history, rap history, give them Black Menace out of Louisiana, give them Ace Deuce Mob out of Texas, Suave House, Rap a Lot. Just show these youngsters that the musical history. We've been doing this, you feel me?
Because when I hear your style, when I hear your music,
Gotcha.
I do hear the Bay.
Yeah.
I hear it. Sometimes I was like, I wanted to do something like this a little bit. I was like, hey, hold up. Then I hear the Compton, the LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the unique thing about it. That's what I really, really admire about your work, because it's like I do see both cultures. It ain't just like strictly LA. You represent Cali. You know what I'm saying?
When I went out there, I was with a group called the Bottom Feeders, K5 and the Bottom Feeders. And K5, when he was out there, he was on his tip.
Right.
He was just a rapper. It wasn't no job. It wasn't none of that. It was smoking that weed. He had a few dollars in his pocket.
Right.
We was hitting the lab.
Right.
And he would play a little chess move with me, man. And I had to catch on quick. What he would do is he'd go to the studio. We got Parmesan and all of this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he give me 15 minutes to be ready. Now I'm not used to that. I'm thinking at least give me an hour.
Right.
30 minutes. We just in the studio, and that was his chess move. He started doing that a lot, and sometimes I figured it was like it was hating, because I was coming strong, and he'd be like, "Oh no, man, change the beat." He tell the producer to change the beat. We ain't gonna do that. We gonna do this, Bandana. But now we scratch that one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, what you mean? You ain't even did your okay? I put some fire to it.
Mm-hmm.
Say no more. So I get on the thing, writing the thing, and he had me so quick now. Now I'm writing shit in 15 minutes. So it just got me really ready. What he was doing, he didn't know he was doing that. He was playing his own little game because maybe it was some shit he wasn't ready for at the time.
Right.
Scratch that beat, we gonna do that.
Right.
But what he was doing, he was putting that pressure on me. And once I got used to that pressure, 15 minutes, I was ready. I'm striking, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when I came back down here, it created a monster. Because now I done developed that to be ready in 15 minutes. So if I'm at Dre's studio, if I'm at whoever, I'm gonna be ready. Like, you feel me?
I really like your lyrics.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real, I really like your lyrics because it's not a repetitive thing. It's not what we hear today, which is mumble rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That mumble, I can't get with that. And you 42.
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Mm-hmm.
We at that age where when we was listening to something, it was a message.
That's what rap is missing today. I say it all the time. You know, the young kids today, they don't have the history, right? I tell everybody this. I talk to OGs all the time. You know what I mean? Shout out to RBX. Shout out to CJ Mack. Shout out to Rob Lowe. Shout out to, you feel me, Coolio the Underdog. You feel me? Street knowledge, all these dudes, right?
Veterans.
Yeah.
Speaking of Veterans Day.
Okay, for sure. And one thing I said, you know what? These youngsters, a lot of the artists from our era, they don't like the beats. The beats kind of just scare them off. They don't even want to fuck with them. And I tell them, I said, listen, it's not all they beats we want to deal with. I said, but you got some nice with that cold bass, and you tell your story with the right knowledge, and that's what's going to teach them. We got to teach these young dudes from rap. They don't want to learn no other way. Every time you see a little young dude, he got his earphones on, he's quoting rap. So we have to conquer rap and get back to teaching. You take their beats and you tell our message and our story. Friends been hurting friends for years. Women been sleeping around on their men for years. People been dying over shooting for years. The police been doing police brutality for years. It's the same story. But we just got to tell it off their beats and make them listen to it. You feel me?
That makes sense.
Straight up.
That makes sense. So being from LA, man, and seeing these children that don't have alternatives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Living through the 90s.
Gotcha.
And anybody know the 90s? 90s was
terrible.
It was
serious.
Yeah, it was real serious. Judging on the kids when we were kids, younger, on the kids now, even though it's still some type of violence that goes on, but the violence that's going on with rappers, such as a Nipsey Hussle and the young guy King Von.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's really sad to say because it's like another brother bites the dust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could you elaborate on, because I don't know about kids being demons. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in the music, like, oh, I'm a demon, I'm a demon.
They made that cool. That's devil worshiping shit to me. Like, we never, you feel me? Even, let me tell you something. I was talking to a partner of mine earlier, and I said, you know, to name yourself devil, if my name was devil from my neighborhood, what will that be saying about me? You feel what I'm saying? If I'm calling myself devil, if I'm calling myself demon, of course, later on when I get that 25 to life, or later on when I get killed, whatever the bad stuff that comes with that, I was doomed from the beginning. Once I called myself devil, and we never really played with that. And the people that really named themselves that, that's how they felt. They was really psycho in the brain, and they went out like that.
Right,
you feel me?
They actually went out.
They went out like
that. Yeah.
On one, they went out like that. And today, the kids, they communicating through rap, and rap need to have rules. We got to set some rules. It's time for the OGs like Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg's, and the real OGs in that rap. They got to come to the table and set these rules. You feel me? Because if it's no rules set the way rap going now, it's bad, man. We losing people every day, homie. It need rules. And if you look at Latin rap, they doing the same thing now. You look at the Asian rap, they doing. It's the kids though. The kids, the people, the ones that's our age, they rapping, doing their thing. They might diss each other for rap, but they're not looking for each other, jumping out, gunning them down on camera the way our young brothers is going out. You don't have to do it for rap. But see, these young kids, they're not looking at what they're doing. They want that opportunity that bad. You feel me? So what it is, it's like sacrificing your own people. If I make it out, you my right hand man. You can't rap. All you can do is that real shit when it comes to the table, right? So I got you with me, and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And soon as a threat come my way behind the shit that I'm talking, now when you put that energy out there, it's gonna come.
Right.
It ain't gonna come right then. It ain't. You might blow up.
Right.
And guess what? Boom. Here go that energy. Okay, bam. You my right hand man. And guess what happens? You my right hand man, and you kill somebody for me. You just defended me because guess
Right.
what? It's a promise. You know I'm making it. You know I'm looking out for you. I don't have no. A lot of our people feel like they don't have no other talent.
Yeah.
But guess what? Instead of me using you as my security to where you finna do all of that, I need to just pay an armed security that's gonna do it the professional way.
Right.
Right? But you might be a good auto mechanic. I might need to take this rap money and open up a shop and let you run it. It's other ways, homie, for our people to do things in this music industry without trying to be to force the manpower behind the rapper. All these rappers, man, listen, let me tell you something. You look at them, they got all these dudes around them, and they can't take care of all these dudes because it's not enough money in rap for one to take care of the whole crew like that.
Right.
That's why a lot of these rappers go through it.
So when King Von's sitting there in this altercation,
yeah,
let's say that they was coming out the door, and King Von, I guess, having a fight, helping his friend fight. Where the fuck was security?
Listen,
did you see that?
Yeah,
like, it wasn't no security. Or nothing.
I just seen them getting down doing. But see, when you in them hole in the wall clubs, homie, I done did raps at these hole in the wall clubs. You put your life on the line. That's why I really promote the underground artists the most, to get them the opportunity to be in a better situation. Right. Because them hole in the wall clubs, man, you be in there rapping before you get out. Somebody waiting on you and buy you out. It can happen just like that. But we have to change the rules to rap. We got to put some rules to it because they're disrespecting gangs. They're disrespecting dead people. The stuff that they're saying is going to cause retaliation. And at this point of our life, as Black men, we don't need that. How are we going to need to keep retaliating on each other? We don't have no businesses. We don't have nothing for the kids.
And they were disciples. Both guys were rival disciples, but they were disciples. They run under the title of disciples, rather if it's the BDs or the GDs. But they run under the same thing. And it's sad that within our own communities, you know what I'm saying, within our own families, what we call families, we hitting each other. And I hate to, just bring up the situation, look at Nipsey, look at this situation, look at Suge. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you look at Mossberg, a lot of people didn't make it. It's that rap.
Right.
Everybody wants to do it. People lean on rappers more than they lean on NFL players. Rap don't have that type of money. You mean everybody think that when you're a rapper, you make it, they see the videos. Half of that time it be prop money. That don't be real money.
Right.
But it puts the facade in people's mind that he's rich, he can do anything he wants. And then see the women like rappers. So that's why you got a lot of these street dudes that can't rap, don't even belong in a studio. Can't make a song. If somebody wrote it for them, they won't be able to perform.
So how do we get the moms to stop getting the kids a football, a basketball, and a microphone?
How do we get them to start or stop?
Stop. You know what I'm saying? And pick up an actual instrument. You know what I'm saying? Actually pick up like a career in engineering and shit like that. Try to get into some like agriculture, shit like that. What do you think? Have you seen like community-based things actually work where people actually take that in from your perspective?
From my perspective, I'm going to say this. YouTube is raising the kids. They're communicating through the internet. That's why when that shit happened in Chicago, it happens in Atlanta. Now Sacramento's on fire. You see how this shit just spread it? You feel what I'm saying? With the help of the wrong media company, people like DJ Vlad, you know what I'm saying? He preys on our culture. He preys on our people because you don't put a Caucasian man on there and ask him, how do the Ku Klux Klan hide their weapons from the police? Where do they bury their guns at? How many Ku Klux Klans killed blacks and never got caught? What state? You feel me? You don't ask none of the shit. Did you ask? I mean, none of the stuff that you asked.
No. You good. You can say shit. You can say
shit. You feel what I'm saying? You get these people on there from rival neighborhoods, and you ask them certain questions for them to answer that requires street results later on.
Why do we allow them to do that to us? Listen, like Vlad, like
exactly.
Why do we
answer this?
And Daz made a good point one time. Mm-hmm. He was like, man, stop doing that shit. If he gonna do it, man, get paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
Only one.
Vlad is getting paid for y'all talking.
But listen to this. I come from an era when a black man wouldn't talk to no Caucasian man about street business. Because if you talk to him about street business, it was like you was talking to the police. Like, man, what the fuck are you doing? You get checked cold. Oh, man, listen. That was like one of the rules. Who is this man? Do you know this man? You had to get a background on him. And then once the community, I'm going to say Bloods and Crips, did a background check, wait a minute, all he doing is putting homies on there and have them talking about street business. Nah, that ain't cool. But OG gonna tell you off the back, that ain't cool.
Yeah.
I got OG homies, they don't talk.
Yeah.
They don't want to be on a camera.
Yeah.
They sticking to the code.
Yeah.
That was the code. Yeah. And they live by that. And they don't have no problems. Yeah. But when you get these young dudes, it's comfortable, they want fame. Oh, if I get on his platform, my number's gonna go up. So you're gonna sacrifice your life. Like, look at them Philadelphia cats that got on Vlad and was saying a little too much AR ab and all of that. And they use that stuff in their court cases. What you say can always be held against you. Because why are you saying it to this man? Are you from Wooty Whoop? Have you ever shot somebody? Have you ever did this? My first thing, man, hold on, man. Why are you asking me that? Ask me something real. Don't ask me. Listen, don't get me up here, man, and put me in no hot seat like that.
Pretty much the situation of what's his name, Tashian 69.
Exactly. Yeah, and everybody ride that way. I mean, his situation was sad. I'm disappointed in the whole organization.
Right.
I'm not gonna single him out and say 6'9". I'm disappointed in the whole organization. You didn't train him right. You didn't have his best interest. When he was a Latin kid joining a black gang, that was a big stance.
Yeah.
Because his own people, they like this. They ain't messing with you. You on with them. So for him to make that stance and nobody corrected him. First of all, when you go to every state disrespecting people, you are a money machine, right? So the first thing when you started doing that, they were supposed to monitor that dude, but they used that as clout. PR. Yeah, PR. We're the new death row. So let him go to Chicago and disrespect. Let him go to Los Angeles and disrespect. Everywhere he go, he disrespect. The numbers go up. But guess what? You done gassed that boy up so tough that was the demise. The same fire you put up under him was the same fire to put you in a twist. Right. But you look at Jim Jones from that area. They didn't let him do that. So I felt they shouldn't have did him like that. But it's not my business personally, you feel me? But when I look at that situation, I look at the whole party. I don't just single him out and say the whole thing was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And Akon is catching backlash just for sitting here and doing a song with him. And I'm like, a lot of people saying, fuck Akon, fuck it, man. Listen, check this out. Akon ain't no blood and no Crip, so he ain't tied to the politics. Was him doing that song with him? Do I agree? No, I don't agree. But he's a man doing his own thing. Right. When you a man, you do what you do. Right. Now, whatever consequences coming from him for that, I understand that.
Right.
So it was a situation where China Mac came left field, and he was disrespecting Akon, saying, okay, this and that, fuck Akon, like he's a penitentiary dude. My whole thing is, look, this is a black man problem, and black men gonna deal with that. You're in a black man sport, which is hip hop. I couldn't get in soccer and feel so good and start. No, people will deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? Akon is not tied to no gang stuff. So when you did that for clout, because you around New York, Akon around New York, you could have did it to his face. I would have had more respect and I would have said nothing.
Right.
If you would have did it to his face.
Right.
But when you say it, you're stopping every Asian from supporting a black man. I don't stand with that. I stand for my people. I'm a real one, homie.
Right.
When it comes to this revolutionary stuff, I stand firm on that and I stand by myself. Nobody supported me after I did that. They sitting on the sideline looking like, you feel me? Bandana going there trying to match. Boy, you supposed to be right behind me on this. What you mean? Since when have they patronized with us or did anything really to help us? Now, in some cases they do, and to the ones that do, much love to you, because I'm not racist.
Right.
But I'm not gonna sit here and let this guy attack this black man, and this black man is doing business with China. This black man is doing business to help his people. We don't have people to help our people because we're not helping each other. So if you in rap, you see the problem with blacks. We don't help each other. We don't trust each other. Our women are out of control. We live out of control because the children are out of control.
Right.
Because they're lost. They're running around making their own decisions, and we have to get a grip on all of that, right? So for a foreigner, somebody on the outside, to attack one of us that's really making a difference, and you're doing it because what? Because he did a song with 6ix9ine. Well, 6ix9ine has been free and ain't nobody touched him. Don't say fuck Akon. Find 6ix9ine and you be the one to do what you want to do. But if you ain't doing that, don't come for the black man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you mad at 6ix9ine, see 6ix9ine and you do what you do. That's your business with it. What you involving somebody else for your business? You feel me?
Right. And that's, it seems like it's trending to just have a beef.
Yeah. That's
like the more beef you have, the more trends you get, the more people, I guess, you get likes on Facebook or YouTube or whatever the hell. But how can we, as brothers, that you think that we can come together and actually, you know what I'm saying, build a network? Like, you do your thing, I do my thing, the next person do it. How can we just like get into a grievance, like actually, like you said, leadership? Like, what kind of leadership that you really think that we should have? Like, because our age, our generation, you know what I'm saying? Because we are the Cubs of the Panthers, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we the 70 babies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 80s, 70s. 90s, yeah, I'm saying like birth
79.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the Cubs. 1965 was our parents, you know what I'm saying, beyond. So how can we just like, how can we?
It's hard, homie, because see, we're doing it right now, right? But without all of the tools to get it pushed the way it needs to be pushed. See, we had Jay Prince, you had Suge Knight, you had Irv Gotti, you had Master P, right? And what they were doing, they were looking out for black artists, young black brothers that's coming up, and they made it their business to have that platform ready for us. Now we don't have a platform. You feel me? 92.3 to beat the radios and all that is about a few brothers on there. We done lost on every accord. So how can we pull one up when no one's pulling up? I'm Gasoline TV, Refuse Media. I'm a branch of Refuse Media, Refuse Radio. Shout out to Top Shelf Jop and Top Shelf T. They gave me the opportunity to be on the show with them, right? So we do things as a family niche thing. I'm on my own doing this Gasoline TV, but I'm a branch off their tree.
Right.
They're going to be a branch off my tree. We're going to keep it real. When we do what we do, we keep it real, right? Coolio the Underdog, shout out to my boy out there in the Bay Area from Watts. You feel me? But listen, we don't have that person to be ready to do it for us. Now, people seeing what I'm doing with Gasoline TV, one thing you say, that man care about his people. He won't change. He come from the streets. I do my rap, and I have certain songs that's like this, and certain songs like that. But when you get my album, you get anything from me from now on. When you get the album, you're gonna get knowledge. You're gonna get the wisdom. You're gonna get that real deal. And I learned when I did Gangsta's Prayer album, a lot of people, they loved it, but by it not having that push, it didn't get to where it needed to be. Everything that's happening right now, I said on the Gangsta Prayer album. You can play that album on YouTube and be like, damn, this was 2016. You hear me? If you listen to Gangsta's Prayer, my first song on my album, it was a little girl, 2-year-old girl from Compton named Autumn. She was killed in a drive-by, right? They shot up the garage or whatever. And it was on the news. That's the real news clipping from that, right? I say, I count my blessings on both hands because I could die out here just like the next man. That's me from Compton. When Nipsey Hussle did his album, it came out after. That was a Victory Lap came out after, right? The first song he said is, I could be killed in these streets. Now that was my intro. I count my blessings on both hands because I can die out here just like the next man. You go to Nipsey Hussle album, I could be killed in these streets. Now these are two dudes from the streets that's reporting from the streets, and they're saying the same damn thing because we seeing the same damn thing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's crazy, homie, because the story and the messages we was putting out there. Now Nipsey's gone, and it still resonates today. Now everybody see how powerful the message he was kicking.
Right.
You go to that Gangsta's Prayer album, everybody say, Bandana, damn, you was on point. But I didn't have the videos. I didn't have the things that the tools that it took to take over social media.
Right,
because I'm not saying nothing out of my mouth now that I can't go to a song and say, listen to what I say on here. I got a song called me and Young Mike West. Salute to my boy Young Mike West. I got a song Paint Your Face and Dance for him. And that's talking about all our people selling out. You a black man and I'm a black man. You got an opportunity, but you won't give it to me. So what you doing? You doing the Klan work.
Right.
What are you doing with that? What you gonna do with that? You just gonna die with it? Why are you gonna leave this earth when you can't take it with you? Share some of that, homie.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do, but you have to do it with the righteous people. A lot of people give their blessings to the wrong people, and if you give God blessings tied to somebody, tied to what the devil got going on, it ain't gonna never work. And if it do work, it ain't gonna last for long.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Because they got evil intentions.
They got evil intentions. So I look at it, me not making it to where I wanted to make it, maybe God was stopping me because I had the wrong energy around me. I had the wrong people that was gonna have the wrong expectations out of me. Right? So when I do make it, I showed you the road you need to be on. And I'm appreciative to that. To now, people look at it and say, "Oh, he's always talking that positive. Oh, he's talking that peace stuff, right?" And then their son get killed, their nephew get killed, their husband get killed, and now you see why I was marching. Now it makes sense to you. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up,
I walk down that same path, man. I really think that if you give the energy out, even though you have your ups and downs, your bumps and shit like that, I truly think if you put that positive energy out, man, and you wait on the things that you didn't build up to I guess all your ducks lined up or whatever, and now they're just falling down. And I'm a true believer in that. I'm a true believer in, like, I ain't got to do bad shit just to get it. I work hard as a motherfucker to get my shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if it's the worst case shit, I just ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it.
But you know what? Today, these days and times, you just got to look at it for what it is right now out here, man. We don't really have nothing, and we're not going to get nothing if we don't come together. It all boils down to coming together. I heard stories about in jail, and I want to touch on this for a minute if you can.
Go ahead.
And I mean no disrespect to nobody, right? But I'm on YouTube and I talk to different people I know that have been in jail, and we had these discussions about things, right? And one thing that I'm really bothered by is the homosexuality in jail. Now I didn't watch it's the prison stories or something on YouTube, right? And this one dude was telling a story, say a young guy came to the jailhouse and came to prison. And he said he was popping off. He got into it with somebody, stepped on his foot or something. It was a little friction. But you know, when you go to jail, if you go to jail, you're going to be on defense because you don't want nobody to run over you. Nobody wants to be a punk or be violated. So everybody's on edge. So the young dude must have been popping off. He said these guys have been down for 15 to 10 years. He said they waited till the young dude got in the shower and they made like a triangle, 2 on one side and 1 on the other side, right? He said when you go to jail and you take that shower, don't put the soap in your face and be facing the wall. Don't put the soap in your face over your eyes. Just really do your hair and be looking the other way where you can see what's coming for you. They said as soon as he put that soap on his face, them dudes attacked him like a bull. Raped a real man that came in there a man. Raped a real man that came in there a man, right? And he said when they was raping, they said they was taking turns. They was on this man like an animal, right? And they said they looked at him and said, "Hey, you got a problem with this?" And he said, "Man, ain't none of my business." What the fuck you mean ain't none of your business, man? A real man is being raped by some motherfucking homosexual cats, and you standing right there. As soon as you seen him pin him down, man, you should have went out. We don't stick up for each other. Now that's a righteous man. Now this ain't no man with some type of thing hanging over his head.
Right.
This man came in as a man, and if it was supposed to be an altercation, they could have did it, lined him up one-on-one. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
so you're gonna let some sexual predators pin down a solid man, and they said afterwards the dudes get passed around to other men. So now they just live their life like a faggot. I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. I feel if a man come in and jail a man, he's a man. Now, if he come in there switching and doing anything, put him over there where the faggots is and let him live his life how he gonna live his life. But we got to start sticking up for one another, man. We never stick up for one another. I don't like that, homie.
Driving up and down these streets,
yeah,
Alvarado right here.
Yeah.
You see all those stands and you see all those vendors where people actually like we got little crevices in walls where they open up the stores in the daytime.
Yeah.
Why our community can't get to that point?
You know what? It's a lot of ego. See, this is the stuff we have to teach our young kids. We have ego. I'm not gonna sell no corn. I'm not gonna work at McDonald's. That ain't cool. See, we let social media and media itself and people with money make us feel like we can't do that. Guess what, homie? If I gotta mop a floor, if I gotta work at McDonald's, I won't be working here for long. I got a plan. Anything starts with a plan. We lost our way because we don't ever have a plan. We feel like if it ain't handed to us and if it ain't all of that, we ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Half of these kids, if they can't rap, they don't want to do nothing else but smoke weed or look at YouTube and go out in the streets and cause mischief.
Where I'm from, St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
The report, because I when I go, man, I can't even do it. But the report is the people, the young men, they in gangs, like 4, 5, sitting in at the parking lot asking for money, like they got guns on them and everything, asking for $1. Like that's their hustle. They don't have a hustle no more. Like it ain't even. Fuck trying to find out where a plug at. They rather stand on the gas station like, can I get $1 and get mad at you if you don't get them $1.
Now, let me tell you this. Half of this burden on us right now, it comes from us not holding each other accountable, right? And let me tell you this. They'll go out there and sell corn. They'll work at McDonald's. They'll work at Subway. We have to use the same system that we see everybody else using. Stop being blind to it. Use the same system. They had a Compton swap meet, right? The Asians owned that. So they sold T-shirts, red chucks, blue chucks, red rags, blue rags. This stuff was used out in the street. Used out in the street for us to kill one another. They knew what they were selling us, but guess what? It's not about us. They're doing what they got to do to make money, right? They closed the Compton swap meet. I said, man, why don't one of our black entertainers or black celebrities buy the swap meet and we can sell our own stuff to each other? That was the lick. Guess what? Nobody did nothing, and they ended up putting a Walmart there. We have to.
Walmart gonna kill it.
Yeah, but listen, we have to use the same recipe as when you see Asians come here with nothing and work in these mom and pop stores, boutiques, or whatever. We have to use the same formula. We can't be like a lot of like people with money. You got a lot of, let's say, a bougie woman. Have you ever met a bougie woman? A woman just felt she was Miss Mercedes-Benz. She only eats here. She doesn't do that. I don't even pump my gas. I would never touch a gas pump. And listen, but if you rewind a tape on that woman that was so bougie, you will see her mama didn't have it like that. So she wasn't raised rich. You develop this mentality that you're better than, that anything other than this is less than, and you can't do that. But guess what? When God touched people like that and break you down and put you on you and me and your level, now you in my shoes and I'm in your shoes, guess what? When I get to that status where I have a Benz or I have this or I have that, I'm going to be appreciative because I done slept on the floor before. I done ate top ramen before. You think I wanted to eat top ramen? Let me tell you this before we even start. These rappers, they using top ramen as street credibility. They getting on these videos, busting down noodles, and like, yeah, I bust down noodles like noodles. We ate top ramen when we had to, homie. I can't tell you when I was happy to eat some fucking top ramen. I'm not happy eating that shit. But in the ghetto, this is something that we ate. something to pass us by. Me and my homie 40 ounce, he used to put the chips up in there. We used to lose in the dice game. We lose in the dice game, right? We shoot dice down the street, right? The homie house, right? When we win, we got Tams. We own. We had Tams and we guess what? When we lose, it's top ramen with them hot Cheetos mixed up in it, and we ate the motherfuckers pride. So when I see these rappers busting down, I bust down the spread. Spread ain't shit. That's the worst shit you can eat. Right. You think them dudes in jail would rather bust a spread down, and you think they would rather barbecue. Right. You would think they would rather gumbo. Right. They've eaten what they have to because they limited. So let's not confuse that. Right. And we got to stop being to the people that's out there on that bougie tip. I make the money. I don't want to go back to the guy. I'm not going to go back to that place. Why am I going to go back to there? Right. But it's somebody just like you that you can trust, that you can help. And he's going to have a heart to come back and help somebody else. And that's how we're going to uplift our people. We got to come back for one another. I got Gasoline TV, and I be asking rappers to do commercials. You will see some of the how much you paying. Now, why would I pay you to put your commercial on my platform and I'm promoting your video right after it? This is a win for you. I'm not getting nothing out of this. You should be doing something for me. But see, the thing is, they developed that mentality. Now, a lot of rappers did it. I got cats like Big June, Mitchie Slick, RBX, real ones. And I salute them, dude.
I even seen Rum on there.
Come on, Red Rum, Seth Duggar out there, Pizzo, Ryder J. Clyde. Come on, man. I got some people out there, man. And those is the people. It means more to me to have them than to have NBA young boy, anybody else. Because these dudes are authentic and it's genuine. You hear what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Real recognize real, and they got to get back to that. We got to stop letting these media outlets control our people with these bad images. Every time you see a black person on television, you see our women out there pulling each other hair, fighting, acting like this, putting it out there. If a man don't have this type of money, we can't deal with him. He's not no man, and this and that. Come on, man. We got to stop putting ourselves out there like that.
The man had a certain type of job she can't fuck with.
Come on, man.
Whoa, hold up.
A man is trying is beneath you. A man is trying is beneath you. But look at the statistics. Why is so many black women single? They've been hurt just like we've been hurt. We all been lost. What do men do? We clench to friendship. Why you think these grown men get out their bed with their kids and their wife and go hang with some niggas? Right. Because of that bond. When I didn't have nothing, man, my homie was there for me. He was down for me. I used to sleep on his floor. It's a bond. We lost the bond with one another.
I do say that.
These kids don't even know how to romance a woman. No, all they know how to do is pull out a gun and shoot a gun and talk about a gun and talk about doing some harm. So they don't even know how to
what
say
do you think about the education that they getting though? You know what I'm saying? These kids don't know how to write in cursive.
It's broken homes. Listen, take the men out the house. What they do, they put the men on child support. White people get alimony. Alimony makes things fair for the children. So they're gonna split everything down the middle, right? Child support is obligation. The kid stays with the woman, and you're gonna pay X amount of dollars, and you're not gonna even have enough money to survive yourself. So you at work more than you can spend time with the kid. And when the kid comes with you, you're required to spend more money that you don't have, and it hurts you because I deal with that, man. I dealt with that the worst way. Pay $1,200 right now, I don't even get to see him. Hey, bro. You hear what I'm saying? But listen, I want to say this to him: I love you to death, right? And don't believe nothing you heard. You feel me? Don't believe, because I can show you check stubs how it comes out of mine, but it's not about the money.
It ain't about the money, dog.
When you're dealing with a scorned woman, it's not about the money. You know, you had a good situation. But when a certain type of women don't know how to play their role as a woman, and they get with a man, and you take all that which you're going to take because you already got the man on your back, it's already hard. They don't understand we got dreams too. So when we put our dreams on hold to be a family with you, and we're in a ghetto, you feel me? We ain't in Pleasantville. We're in Malibu. We're in the ghetto. So at least have enough respect for me to honor the way I'm trying to live. Right. You know, make sure that you're not doing X, Y, and Z while I'm out here catching this fish. You feel me? And if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have to do the same thing. But we both been hurt so bad. A black man been hurt by being kicked out of the household. A black woman's been hurt because they feel like now we stuck in a household now and we don't even know how to run a household without without a man.
And I will say this too. The roles been changed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The household roles been changed. The woman got to go to work.
Listen, it takes 2 income to make it. Mm-hmm. But when they set it up for a black man to be out the house, it dooms the kids, right? Mm-hmm. So now the woman is in the house with the kids and she's doing the best that she can do. Mm-hmm. And she's by herself, right? But they want the man out of the house. Mm-hmm. Because if they didn't want it, child support and all of these agencies would be involved, that would make it fair. Mm-hmm. They take a cut of the money for dispersing it. Yes. What do I need you to be a middleman for? Now, if this was a serious situation and you saying it where it's a need like this, why wouldn't you give her all of the money that's due to her? And it's for the kids. If it's for the best interest of my kids, I would think my kids need all of the money. Right. Not the man sticking his hand in and saying, this is mine, for being able to take it out of his check. What kind of shit is that? But this is America. Yep. White people get alimony, black people get child support because the black relationships is in the ghetto. Percentage. The big percentages of the relationships are in the ghetto. And you're not even mature. We're just looking for love. As young kids, we have no mothers, no father. My father was gone when I was 3. My mother was in the street gangbanging and on drugs. Right. My grandparents raised me. So I lynched to the first thing that I thought loved me. Right. And I was too young for that. I was 17, right? But just looking for love. Right. And look at the punishment that comes with that. Now you're young and you made a decision. You and this woman ain't going to be together forever. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So what comes when you split up? Oh, I'm going to do this. It don't even really be the woman half of the time. It be jealous friends, jealous family members, people that they admire, push them to make bad decisions, split families up. Oh, yeah. We the only race that push that splitting the family up. Yeah. You know, other races don't tell their friends. The first thing a black woman do, you should leave him, girl. You should leave him. You ain't thinking about those 2 kids and her leaving him, being on her own, raising those 2 kids. Her leaving him and he get killed out there in the streets. Her leaving him and she ends up passing and he has to take the kids. In the time that they had on this earth that was supposed to be together, you did the devil works and intervene. Stay out of married people business and stay out of relationships. Let grown people do grown people stuff. Right. We have to learn that. Talk shows, television shows, it's always other people and other people business. I done seen good families, man. I had a good family. Right. She hooked up with the wrong girls with the wrong information, people that came out of prison. How you gonna take her advice if she made a mistake to land her in prison? But her information is right for you. So guess what? This negative person split a good household up. Now you just like her. You'll never say it, but inside, I know what it is. A man can take all that he can take. Yeah. It's hard on the black man. So all of our black women are looking at TV and seeing how the police shoot us down. We don't get the jobs. You see what I'm saying? So listen, they're seeing white supremacy and they're seeing everything that's on a black man, but you only seeing it now because guess what? It's your daddy. It's your uncle. See, when it was me, you don't want to hear it. You all for the man and with the you feel me? Right. But now that you're seeing your uncle, your dad, your cousin, people that you love getting slaughtered like this, now you're thinking about it. Now you're thinking it could be your kid, your son now. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. We used to have Big Mama. Big Mama used to intervene and make it all right because it was a respect. We don't have respect no more in a household or in relationships. They respect a white man that they call your honor that comes out in a dress more than you're going to respect your grandmama telling you, no, you're going to sit down and that boy going to sit down and we're going to talk about what's going to go on because the kids need X, Y, and Z. Right. And when you come sit next to Big Mama, you have respect for Big Mama. Big Mama, this is what I can do. All I can do is this. This is my situation, Big Mama. Okay, well, you ain't got to say nothing else. Did you hear that? Now he's going to do this and that, and you're going to come pick him up from me. You don't need no white man to tell you to beat at a damn police department like a damn fool. Right. You was in love. How did you make these kids? If it's this much hate, how did you even make these kids? Right. You made the kids out of love so you can raise them with love, regardless if you're together or not. But white supremacy in a society and the lack of opportunity, it got us all bombarded, man. We all got pressure on us. You feel me?
I really feel that because when I grew up just like you two, man. My mom, my dad wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like my cousin raised me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They provided the best way. You know what I'm saying? Know how my first kid was at 15.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So my kid is 30 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
Wow.
And it was hard, you know what I'm saying? And I really tried to be able to, make it work. But at the time, at 15 years old, you don't know what's going on. We ain't got it right. Like I said, I ain't have nothing, nobody to just like guide me in the right way to say, hey man, keep your dick in your pants.
Nobody,
you know what I mean?
You were looking for love,
yeah,
because
I was looking
you didn't
for
have
love.
it.
Yeah,
I was looking for love. Let me tell you something, Mama. The coldest part is, my situation, it was all good until a certain point, till I seen a person take different measures, becoming a different person, right? So I done had, she done called family members, they came with guns. It was all of this type of activity for a good working man that's coming to try to make a difference for you, right? I done been burnt by iron. You feel me? And when that happened, she called the police. The police came out, whatever. I was in the room. I locked the door in the room, right? Because I was getting my stuff to leave because we had an argument. And the iron was plugged up. She must have been ironing something, right? And when I went to the closet to get something, and when she said something, when I turned around, boom, I was hit with the iron. I just fell in the closet. I had the whole iron print on all over my chest. If you look at the police paperwork, it said Mr. Corner is not desirous of pressing charges. So that's saying you burnt me like that because we have kids. I still spared you. So for you to get into a courtroom with any white man, and I had to learn how to respond when she put the little paperwork stuff in for child support. I didn't know none of that stuff. I'm doing from the streets. I don't know nothing about no courthouses. You feel what I'm saying? So all of that stuff took on. So at the end of the day, when I just decided, I said, man, enough is enough. Right. You're not going to honor no court order. You're not going to honor this and honor that. Hey, man, I'm going to leave it in God's hand. I'm going to pray on this and leave it in God's hand, right, man. And I've been suffering behind that because it's a hardship when they take everything you got and you stuck with this to carry on with. But you look at it like this. One day, she going to have to come to a certain thing, but she got to grow within herself.
Right.
But she been through things herself. Her life and my life was the same. Her father passed at a certain time. Right. Her mother was out there like my mother was out there. So when you're dealing with somebody that was that been through stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why, listen, when that happened, no. You want to press? No. Yeah. I know what she did. I know her as a person. Right? What that's going to do to my kids, Daddy done put mama in jail. You know what I mean? She ended up going to jail a few times after that, fighting girls and doing other stuff, right? Yeah. But it wasn't because of me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You'll never use me.
Basically,
you'll never use me
stick to
do your dirty work. Yeah. Them wounds, it hurt bad, and I had to heal, right? And that was enough for me to see. And when I read what she was saying to the police, that really, man, I'm like, man, you did all of this and tried to make up a lie, tried to get me twisted like it was. I said, wow. But when it took me going to court to file for a response, I said, you know what? I'm gonna take all of the arrest records. Every time she went like 6 different times, 7 different times, I'm gonna take all this stuff and show character and show I was burned like this, and I still didn't press the issue. I'm not here to press the issue. I just want to make it fair. Feel me? It's sad that I got to come here to you to make it fair, but here I am to make it fair, and it still got screwed every time, homie.
Right. So the relationship between black women and black men, we got to better that some type of way. It's a contract. Yeah. Rather, if you get married with the state or you sign a birth certificate, it's a contract that we write, and that's how they get into our business. You know what I'm saying?
See, I didn't know that. Somebody told me that, right? It's a written law or something, right? Yep. But let me tell you this. Black men, we need leadership and we need role models to help us become better and uplifting one another and provide an opportunity for one another. But our women need that just as much, right? Let me tell you this. They look at working men as a lick now. Get him, have a baby by him, and put him on child support. Oh yeah, that money's gonna pay. That money gonna pay my car note. They get purses, and here I was in a situation for years to where I was catering until a lifestyle that I couldn't afford, and I only did it because I love you. I only did it because I like being able to provide for my family. That's every black man's dream is to be able to do that.
Responsible.
So when I did that, and I'm driving trucks. I seen the people I train, they're buying trucks because the person they with, they understand, wait a minute, this is your career. You need your own truck if you're going to make some money. So if I was in a situation with her and she said, you know what, this dude is really good at that. Let me get behind him. Let me stop living like this to get this truck. And he's going to make money, and then he can do, it won't hurt him as much to do all of this.
Right.
So you trying to keep up with the Joneses. You can't ride a horse when one of his legs is gone. The horse gonna fall. And for so many years I went through that.
Right.
And then it's just like I had to bow out. Now you go find somebody else to carry you all these years the way I have, to be here with you like I have. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, even if she do, it still ain't the same value. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what? It's a
building when you build with somebody.
Because you don't have kids with an S with somebody if they're not a good person, if they're not the right person.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just because you have kids with a person don't mean you're going to be able to keep disrespecting and running over and using a person and mistreating a person. Everybody has a breaking point and get fed up and say enough is enough.
Enough, nigga!
You feel me? I'm just
saying.
You feel what I'm saying? And you know, when I speak on different stuff, I don't like for women to say, oh man, he's only speaking at women. Men do this. Yeah, it's a lot of messed up men out there. It's a lot of men that wasn't raised to be men.
Yeah.
But and when you come up out of that ghetto, you don't know. And guess what? Who's our teacher?
Yeah.
Our mother. And when our mother can't teach us, who's your teacher? Your girlfriend.
Your girlfriend. Yeah.
When you finna make a bad decision, what's the first thing? Why would you do that? You don't do that. You do this. We have to teach each other. We don't have opportunities in the ghetto. So the teaching come from the mother and the woman you with. Now, if you with a cutthroat woman, she gonna teach you how to rob, steal, and kill and destroy, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you with a solid woman that's into school, into this, she gonna turn you on to grants and college and this. We have to teach and uplift each other, homie, and that's what it boils down to.
I feel that.
You feel me?
I feel that.
So, and we're so behind. We're two generations behind, and it's a wildfire. The activity is a wildfire. And when I speak, sometimes people say, Bandana, man, you speak. This is not college speaking. I went to Barber College, but this is not a college speaking. This is common sense.
Right, nigga, I went to this.
You feel me? This is common sense. This is living and seeing and going through things.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I see this, people older than me should be talking the same way I'm talking about. Why is it silence?
But I think a lot of people got into that condition of the Cliff Huxtable. Oh, I'm just going to send my kids to college. I'm not going to mentor my own. I'm not going to teach my own. I'm going to let somebody else do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they got a little bit carried away because even though they relied on that school, they didn't know and understand that the school only teach you book knowledge.
Gotcha.
They don't give you that hands-on training. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got to go to some co-ed or some shit like that to get that hands-on surgery and shit.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Books is cool, yeah, but the moms and dads who had that liquor store or had that funeral home and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? The kids didn't learn that trade. They too busy want to go out, play the Nintendo. They too busy wanting to go out, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, throwing crack in the situation was a very hard thing. When they threw that crack on us, we was like, woo, nigga, I can get $5,000. I just got to give you $3,000, and the rest is mine.
Yeah, but listen to that. That was the opportunity. When you look at them older cats, okay, let me tell you this. Why do you think older gang members really love that code and that bondage of gangbang? Because they gave each other an opportunity. That's what the Crips was for. That's what the Bloods was for. You know what? We Bloods and Crips. The homie Wooty Whoop, I was doing bad. The homie Wooty Whoop shot me a zone. And that's how I paid my bills. So that's a bond. That was a bond made to look out for each other. That's what that gang stuff come from. They was looking out. They wasn't hurting each other because it would have been canceled from the beginning. Right. You had to show love. And that's what made you want to be a gang member. You wanted to be a Crip. You wanted to be a Blood because guess what? The white man ain't going to give you a job and nobody else, but you had a homie named Boo Rock that had a dope spot that was going to let you stand there and post and get yours off so you can feed your family. This was strong black men that said, you know what, we tired of this white supremacy. Yeah. We ain't gonna keep asking the man or begging the man for shit. Yeah. We gonna do it ourselves. And when it came with that dope, Freeway Rick and all them other dudes, they had their neighborhoods and all that, Harry O and all them dudes. And guess what? Why you think they were looked at as godfathers and heroes? The neighborhood dope man was looked at as a hero because guess what? He gave back to his people. Right. And you seen him as a little kid. When I used to see my OG homies, I wanted to be like them. They had the cars, they had the money, and it was nice. They would take us to the movies. See me, here's $20. $20 in my time was like $100. Right. I was happy as hell. You feel me? So guess what? When the feds and all of this other stuff came into play and they started cracking down on that drugs, using us as a stool pigeons, a banana in the tailpipe type thing, sticking it to us. But when a white man get caught with double, he gets 10 years. But a black man get caught with half of what he got, and they gave him 50. Yep. So all that been taking place for 2 decades. Right. So we lost so many brothers to the penitentiary system. How can we really upbuild? All our people are in jail.
And they just not getting out. And now they getting out some 10, 20, 30 years. That too.
I know some ain't getting out.
That too.
And they went in young, homie. Yeah. And we don't have the right representation because you know what? We're not teaching these kids. You be a lawyer. You be the police to patrol the hood. You know why? Because you ain't gonna gun a black man down for nothing. Right.
Because that's what you see now with, let's just say, the wave of the Latinos coming over here in the let's see, 70s and the 70s and then to the 90s to now.
Yes.
They wasn't in law enforcement.
No, you're right.
LA right now is what, 80-75%?
It's
Latino,
white, but it was like 63%
Latino,
and they even got Asians in there too.
Yeah. They like a small number,
a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're disciplined. They got structure. You see, one person can speak for their whole race, right? They under umbrella. Now you go deal with the Mexico stuff in Mexico, the Mexican mafia, whatever. They run that over there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're under structure. Whether it's good or bad structure, but it's the structure that's gonna make them walk a certain way. Yeah. They structure say don't hurt each other. Ain't no Hispanic gangs killing and shooting each other. We coming together, right? And they do it. We don't have one black man that can say Crips and Bloods, put them rags down, and we ain't gonna hurt each other no more. We finna start looking out for each other. We don't have that person. I'm waiting on that person. I hope I'm living to see that person. I hope I'm living to be able to shake that person's hand. Because until we get that person, we're going to constantly go through this, homie. We're going to constantly go through this.
Your own hand.
Man, hey, listen. If
you be that motherfucker to be like,
if God bless me to do that, homie, man, hey, that would be the biggest accomplishment. That's all I would want, man. I want peace for my people. Because if I can get peace with my people, we can get world peace. We can sit down with the head Hispanic dude on this. We can sit down with the head white guy on his end. We can sit down with the head Asian guy and say, this is this, and our word is going to back up what we say. Without that structure, our word ain't going to be credible because I can say, okay, we're going to truce and everything is all good. But somebody somewhere down the line do something, and now they holding my word accountable. You said it was going to be this. So until we have that one leader, they can get all our people together, structured. Right. You feel me? We have to stop that media, stop that get them kids off of YouTube and that rap, and we got to get focused, homie.
We too busy the situation on the split up of the shit. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, man. Dre, he a Crip. You know what I'm saying? My hood, my homies. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up with, they Crips. You know what I'm saying? I am what I am. You know what I'm saying? I was that way before my partners did that. But I never lived like, oh, they Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like, they different from me. Them still my friends. They still my brothers. Dre is my brother. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I am what I am. So we so divided of Muslims, Christians. We so divided when it comes down to Hoovers, Grape Streets, Pyrus, and just Vice Lords, Disciples, and
you got to
it's just everything, just like, because like what they got. Man, I'm not.
They got one person to speak for their whole race. And we got 5 different gang leaders on 5 different levels. They got to talk to 5 people to agree on the same thing. So when you have that, you're gonna always have disagreements. When you got 5 people, they ain't gonna never see eye to eye. Right. But if you got one person gonna sit there and judge something and say, I'm making this decision here, and this is what it is.
You remember that movie Warriors?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I didn't really get to see it.
Well, you got to see it because
my boy Coolio the Underdog been putting me up on it.
Cyrus, you know what I'm saying? Cyrus was that one dude.
See what I'm saying?
He brought 100 gangs together, and that one dude, they was going up under the one code.
Yeah. This is the thing. Coolio told me about that. Now listen, this is the thing. When I felt like maybe it need to be a Muslim. Maybe it needs to be somebody without the gang background for us all, you know what I mean, to fall in line.
It's gotta be something.
I like Farrakhan. I like his strength. I like the way he walked the walk for us, but it seemed like he don't get the proper respect from everybody because why we couldn't just go up under his umbrella?
Because it's personal. You know what I'm saying? You have too many people like the situation with Malcolm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you go back to that, they feel like
people still got that feeling.
Yeah, God,
and
that's you're right.
That's
and you see,
because I didn't seen Farrakhan the other day, man. I was watching something and he sat down with the Native brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, it's one blood on this in this continent. You know what I'm saying? And that's that Latino, Native, and Black. What we call Black. All it's one blood. When them Spaniards and those Portuguese and then the French and all them people came over here and colonized us 50,000 years ago before white people even came out of the caves, we was already cohabitating with these people. We are these people now, and they are us.
Come on.
So
hey, hold on. Look in that camera and say, break that history down one more time, man.
50,000 years. 50,000 years when they came to this, when we came to this place that we call Turtle Island. We was cohabitating with them and they was cohabitating with us. We became them and they became us. And it wasn't until the 1545 when the Spaniards come over and we knew Hebrew, we knew Latin, we knew all these languages. So when they came over, it was just kind of common to us like, oh yeah, we can speak that, blah, blah, blah. And they befriended us. Cortez befriended a lot of us and they spoke Spanish when they took over. You know what I'm saying? The English, when they came here, they was greeted by the Moors. They would not have America. America would not be if it wasn't from the Moors teaching them the knowledge already that the native, the indigenous, and the blacks already had their constitution. The constitution that we live today right now is the same constitution that the Native Americans and the blacks came together as 12,000 tribes in this country. 12,000. And they came together in unison and they was living in peace without all that bullshit until they came.
But listen to this. Same way you describe that is the same way we're gonna have to get.
We're gonna have
to get.
We're gonna have to.
And I've noticed and I've seen so much that goes on with it. It's like it's poverty, it's white supremacy, it's the position that we all put in. So you put us all in at the bottom. Of course, we're not gonna always get along. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta come up with that system. And it's so bad because let me say this. I'm not no racist. I don't like racist people around me. I'll help anybody that I can because that's just my heart, right?
Right.
But I see mixed kids go through it the worst. And I want to salute them because this is the thing. They go through a lot and they so torn apart from Black and Hispanic, mom Black, dad Hispanic, right? Okay. The Hispanic won't accept them because they got a little Black in them. They're not full-blooded. Okay, white and Black. Okay, the white side won't accept the Black side, or if it's vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? Those kids go through a lot, and it's like they feel like, who am I? They make a choice when you're both.
Yep.
It's okay to be who you are. You're both. You're mixed and you're beautiful.
Right. And
you're God's creation. We got to come up out of that. We have a lot of cleaning up to do, and we got a lot to fix. It's places in Mexico that I've seen that when they have the mixed breeds, they can't even roam all the way around. They got them pushed over in one local. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I mean?
And once upon a time,
I don't mean to cut you off because they're Hispanic too.
Yeah.
Open that gate and let them people roam and be free. Respect them people. You feel me? Same with the mix, white and black. We got to fix that.
My girl, her father is white, her mother is black, right? My son only have one grandparent that's still alive, and which is her grandmother, which is that's his great grandmother.
Gotcha.
She's 90 years old, not even made an offer or effort to even see him. You see what I'm saying? And society or whatever religion that is to make you feel that type of way where you don't even acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? A kid is going to grow up and feel a certain type of way about people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a traditional ignorance that's keep constantly passing down. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something funny, because you say that, and that's why I spoke on that, because my heart goes out to those kids, because you're both. I don't care what side it is. If it's a black side, don't let the black side tell you you ain't black. You're black and you're white.
Right.
You black and you Hispanic. You black and you Asian. Embrace it. And to all them people that pushing that type of line, man, y'all got to get that up out of here. We ain't going for that. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. See, once we come together, we're going to be able to focus and attack stuff like that and get it all the way right. Because we all need love. Right. Who fault it is when you love somebody? When you love somebody, you don't have a choice.
Right.
Oh, I fell in love with this Hispanic girl, but she's Hispanic. I'm not supposed to love her. No, you don't have that choice. You fall in love. You do what lovebirds do, and guess what? You have a beautiful creation, right? You love and protect that creation, right? But when you push that creation in the world and it get disrespected, that hurts, homie.
Yep.
We was disrespected as slaves in our past. So, you know,
and
but you
that's
know
how I felt. I honestly, when I was growing up, I felt disrespected. Like, white people didn't love us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying?
You get that a lot. I
felt
heard that
like
a lot.
I felt like it was just one of those things that I was just here. So, and when people tell you our own people, because they was fucked up too, the teachers, you ain't gonna be shit. You're gonna die before you're 21. You're gonna be locked up the rest of your life. Well, I got 3 bullets in me. You know what I'm saying? I walk with a cane, but at the same time, I ain't dead. And I ain't got no criminal history. Not to say I ain't never did shit, but I ain't got a criminal history. So, you know, I believed in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I truly started feeding into it, bro, where I was
mentally messed up.
I was like, well, I'm going to die anyway before I'm 21. Let me go ahead and live this motherfucker then. And I started doing stupid shit, and I had to catch myself, man.
I know a lot of people, a lot of brothers had kids with Asian women, had kids with Indian women, you know what I mean? And they family disowned them. You know what I mean? Straight up. But we're not doing that. We ain't having that. You know why that is? I was talking to a good friend of mine, man, my good friend Lamar, right? He said, you know why? He said, because there's certain secrets that race has that they want to keep in-house. So you bring this person over, you're going to be able to hear all the secrets. You feel what I'm saying? They might not like, they might have it under their umbrella. We don't shop at black liquor stores, or we don't patronize. I'm not saying this, but I'm just giving this an example. Exactly. We don't want to patronize with blacks. We want to patronize with our own business to uplift our people. If that's their secret, right? You have a baby with somebody and she brings you in and you hear that secret, you're going to go back to us and say,
damn right.
And then that's going to cause, you know what I mean? But I'm just using that as an example. You feel me? But I feel it's wrong, and that hurt kids.
Right.
Kids grow up and don't even know who the fuck they are. You're both. You both. Embrace the white side. Embrace your Hispanic side. Embrace your black side. Embrace both. If you mix, you're both. Embrace this. Eat both of the foods. Learn both of the history. You're blessed to be both. They beautiful kids, man. They beautiful kids, homie. But our own ignorance. And every race has ignorance. It's good and bad in every race. You can't just say, oh, the black man this and show all these videos on TV. Because I could show you a whole bunch of videos of other races doing the same thing.
Can I?
Yes.
Did the did the guy that shot the police in Compton, did he look like a black person or did he look some other race?
Hey man, let me say this.
When you first seen it.
Let me tell you, when I first seen it, hey, you feel me?
You know what I mean?
I was like, but let me speak on that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get at everybody about that, right? Because that man and that person stood up for everybody that was violated for the police, and ain't nobody even found out who that man's name is. Where is he at? Is he being treated fair? You see what we are? We just move on from stuff. But when they gun down another black man or another Hispanic man or another white man, I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then we back on that. But when a man stood up, you know what I mean? I don't say it's right to hurt the police.
I ain't saying it was right.
I'll never say it's right to hurt the police, right? But I done been a witness to the police getting away with, and it's on TV. We seeing this. So God say in the Bible, right? What did he say? Eye for an eye, what?
2 for a 2.
So that means you're no better than me when you break. If you breaking the law, you're not a law-abiding citizen. You're not a peace officer. Right. You're a lawbreaker. You feel me? You're jumping in a whole nother swimming pool, right? Let me tell you something funny. Me and my boy ING Films, we were doing a movie recently. And I told him, I said, man, let's do it over in Carson. Let's find a spot in Carson. We can do it. It's a little spot. It's a park, or we can do it over there. He said, oh, no. I got somewhere we're going to do it in Compton. I said, yeah? I said, well, where at? He said, oh, a little spot off Wilmington. They got a lot of warehouses on Garage Street. I said, man, I used to drive trucks for a company. We used to go through there, man. I said, I know where that's at. I said, but this part, man, I said, you know, we were pulling out guns on this movie, and no. He had his heart set on it, right? Mm-hmm. Homie, we did the scene. We came to Carab, all of us, and we got a essay partner, Memes. Mm-hmm. He down with us, man. We be doing our thing, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a scene where I'm chasing him, shooting at him because he robbed me for something. It's something like that in the movie, right? So let me tell you this. Now I'm chasing this Hispanic kid down the street, and the security came out and was looking with his hands on his hip. I said, wait a minute, you know, I felt some kind of, and then there was another guy walking by us. The guy walking by us got on his cell phone and says, black man running down with a gun out of a green truck, just shooting at us. Now, when I'm shooting a gun, I'm saying bang, bang, because it's a movie. So if I'm saying bang with my mouth,
right,
you ain't heard no buyout.
Right.
You hear me say bang, right? So this is what I do. I put the gun in, after we do the scene, I put the gun back in Fear and None truck, ING Film truck. I said, hey man, there's security out, man. I think they call them police. He said, what? So I put my arm around a Hispanic homie, Memes, and he did his hand up to the security, and I did my hand up showing that we cool. This is my partner. So whatever you think, but see, people's mind is so bad. Now listen to this. Before we can get about a few steps over, all I hear is burning rubber coming from the right. I look up, it's 3 sheriff cars coming this way, right? I look to the left. It's 2 sheriff cars going this way. Now at this point, I was trying to do a commercial with the homie Memes for the movie. No, some behind the scenes stuff, right? And ING Films got the camera. They coming so cold. I said, the police. When we all see him, I said, man, boy, if you get this on footage, boy, this gonna make the movie boom.
Right.
He was so scared, you couldn't, because they killing people over what we know they coming for, right? Man, they jumped out and drew down on us, man, and snatched us up, man. They made it put our hand on the car. They snatched us up, put us in the back of the car and all of this. And we had to tell him, hey, we filming a movie. And when he got in their car, he was reading the screen. Now, the screen said, green truck, black guy with gun. So that's what they came out for. So they had the right to kill us, and they was going to lean on that. Right. And I'm going to tell you, they were lightweight aggressive, and they was on their own tip. So when they went in my car, they seen a red T-shirt, they seen a burgundy rag, and I had that in my car from another movie scene. I had another movie, and they had us doing that part, so I kept it in the car. But sometimes when I lose my mask, I use that to run in the store real quick, right? They pulling out all this shit, trying to. I said, hey man, listen, man, I'm 42 years old, man. I'm not. I said, you see me in all red today. Tomorrow you can see me in all blue. Don't do that to me.
Right.
Don't do that to me. I ain't been on no gang files since about 20 years ago, homie. You know what I mean? Since I was my boy J. Rules in that alley, I ain't been in that. You know what I mean? On the fight where they pull us over, he had all that street money on it. They put our names on the card. We from over here and all of that. They just put you in a gang thing, right?
Yep.
I say, listen, man, I drive trucks, man. Look at my ID, man. Don't do that to me. This is a movie. These are our friends, homie. And they found the gun. Fear none had the blood and all that, the yellow tape of the crime scene. And they let us go. But I can tell the only reason they let us go is because we had the Latin homie with us. That's the only reason he saved our life. Because they was gonna gun us down, but they seen a Hispanic kid with us, and a couple of them were that, and with an Asian and all that. But they was ready to lock and load.
Right.
And I feel like if it was all black, it would have been just bang, bang, bang. Right. So we got to get out of that. Right. That racism on all levels is wrong. I don't care if it's a black doing it to a white, a black doing it to a Hispanic, a black doing it to an Asian. It's not right.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But you know, we got to get our leadership together. We got to get our structure together. We got to get back to going to work is cool. Learning is cool. See, these kids grow up looking at these rap videos, and everybody in a rap video say, F school, I ain't got this. They show they doing this. They got the gun. So when you're training them,
right? If
you don't have nothing that's teaching them, when you buy Bandana the Ragg and you buy Nipsey Hussle, you get the lifestyle, but you get people that made it out. Right. You get this is what you have to do. It's okay to go to work. Right. It's okay to go to school. You feel what I'm saying? Right. It's okay to own your business. It's okay to work here. Yeah. It's okay to work here. And furthermore, I want to say this. Give them the address here and tell them where we at.
1051 South Alvarado, Howard's Cafe. We live at Howard's Cafe, man, the black-owned Chinese restaurant. It's a 60-year-old business that we've been serving the community, not as all black. We've been the black family, 5 years now, babe, that we actually had it, and we've been trying to, make the community stay happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the same time, man, we just feel that if we can get more people to support us, man, especially our own people, you know what I'm saying? It'll feel a little bit more better because we doing it for y'all. And y'all can't go nowhere in Los Angeles and say, hey, man, here goes some people that's black owned and they doing their shit. So,
and they treating people with love and respect. So anybody out there, this Bandana Ragg Gasoline TV, man, I will be here frequently. So I encourage everybody, man, come support a black owned business. This is the stuff we need to do. If you're out of town and you come down here, come support this business. You feel me? Salute to Vegan Mob out there. My boy, Young No in the Bay Area. He got a vegan restaurant. Support him. We got to start supporting one another. So if you see Bandana the Ragg, you see where I'm at, you come down here and support too. Take pictures when you get down here, put it on social media, put the word out, man. I'm proud of you, brother, on the run. I'm proud of being here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's inspiration to me.
And we want to give you one of my hats, man. That's my clothing line. That's my original family right there, Boys of Destruction, man. If the Hell Angels can go and make some shit, man, I feel that, goddamn it, we can make our own shit too, man.
I'm gonna put it on right now. We're gonna do it live. It go with what I got on too. I'm gonna make it go when I got on. I gotta make sure it's right. Somebody at the door.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. There we go.
Yeah, and it's
look at that. Come on, man.
Got that Missouri in there.
We're gonna do it right now. You feel me? Yeah. We ain't gonna do it later. We're gonna do it.
See, I know you're a hat freak, so I was like, I got something for.
Y'all tap into that. Let me get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the first one with that, homie.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming by, man. Like you said, man, we're gonna be doing this, man, frequently, getting together, man, getting some projects done together, man.
We're gonna have it right next time.
Yeah, too. Next time we will come, man. We're gonna flip the cameras and everything, but we had to get this interview out and done, man. To put it out there, let everybody know and say that it's ready, man. We're ready. We finna do some shit. We collaborating, bro.
We need to help one another. Anybody out there, I want to say this. Anybody out there with a bigger platform, with a bigger opportunity, you got two real brothers sitting down, spitting the real. You can be a part of this. We welcome everyone to be a part of this, man. Just come with clean hands. We don't want nobody at the table with no dirty hands because we ain't doing no dirty business. Come support my man business. When you come here, come with respect because you're going to get greeted with respect. You feel what I'm saying? Come here and patronize, man, and let's uplift. I'm glad I'm in a position to be able to sit down and tell everyone where they can come to a Black-owned Chinese restaurant. You feel me? And that's what we need. You feel me? We need to show that. We need that friendship with them. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it no division with that. You feel what I'm saying? But as a Black man, I'm gonna always stand up and speak righteous from a Black man point. I can't be no one else but a Black man, a strong Black man with respect and love in my heart for everyone. That's all I can be. So back to what I'm saying, come here and support. Any out of towners, when you come down here, come downtown Los Angeles, man, come tap in here. This is the first Black Chinese restaurant. Salute that, man. We gotta salute that. So I want everybody, all the rappers, actors, anybody, come in here and get something, man. Come in here and get something. We don't have anything. And the only way we're gonna have something, now that we got something, only way we're gonna be able to keep what we got. And this, we help each other keep what we own. It's Bandana Ragg, Gasoline TV.
That's what's up. What's up? We about this motherfucker, player.
All right, one. Perfect. We gonna have to do these.
Look, bro, we finna do it. Yeah.
You getting comfortable?